Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Good Eats and Positive Vibes with Chi. Eating is what I love to do, and I really enjoy eating on camera. But most importantly, empowering women and helping them see their worth is what I enjoy the most. I've been telling my story one video at a time, hoping to help women leave toxic situations because we are perfect. We are beautiful and we are more than enough for the right person. So now let's eat and vibe out with Chi. So this is one whole chopped onion that I'm going to use for my beef tips recipe. And so we're going to put these up for later. Now we fit to season the beef and get the oil in the pan going. Bye. So to season my meat, I'm going to use a little bit of accent salt, but I'm not going to use too much. And I'm not going by measurements. I'm just dashing that thing. Then we're going to use some Tony Chachere's. And then we're just going to dash that, dash that, dash that, dash it, dash it, dash it, dash it, dash it, dash it. We're going to use a little bit of black pepper. I said a little bit for all of it, but it ain't no telling how much because I'm just going to be dashing. And on this one, I'm going to just go until my heart tells me to stop with each seasoning. And then I'm going to use a little bit of garlic powder. And I'm going to dash, 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 dash. Then I'm going to get my hand dirty And I'm gonna mix. Because we're gonna brown these things up. And we're gonna do a little at a time. We're not gonna just dump all of it in there, y'all. So the oil is hot. And I think the sauces are already, seasonings are incorporated enough. I'm gonna rinse my hand. Because throughout all of this cooking, make sure y'all are washing y'all's hands. And we're gonna put a little in at a time. And we're gonna brown them babies up. Got my little comb. It smells good already, y'all. You don't have to use my exact seasoning. You can use whatever your heart desires. You know? But these is for the people who can't really cook. And you know you want to cook your man a nice dinner. This is for you. So we're going to do this, and I'll be back once I'm done with all of them. So I still got this to do. So I'm going to brown everything, come back, show you how it looks, and then we're going to finish with the recipe. Bye! So this is what it's going to look like once your beef is browned. We're going to use the rest of this sauce that we browned the beef in, and we're going to add some onions. Let those cook until they're brown. The onions that we chopped up. So this recipe calls for 1 small onion, but I had a big onion, so I'm only going to use half of what I chopped up. And then the rest I'm going to freeze it. Because you know, that's just what I do. Just what I do. A little bit of beef broth. And I'm going to let those cook until the onions are soft. Oh, it smells so good, y'all. Y'all just don't understand. Don't be scared when y'all see a little blood. Remember, we did not cook it all. We just browned it. And we'll be back with step whatever. But we'll be back. Okay, y'all. So it's been about 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and add in my beef. And we're going to add 2 cups of beef broth. We're going to add 1 beef cube, a few shots of Worcestershire sauce, approximately like 1 teaspoon. But I mean, y'all know how that goes. You can add red wine, but since I didn't have red wine, I'm using what I have. Then we're going to come over here. We're going to get a bay leaf to add to it. So we're going to have 1 bay leaf. Well, we're going to do 2 bay leaves. Find a good size one. I'll use 2 of those. Then we're going to come back in with some pepper. Dash, dash, dash until your hearts tell you to stop. We're going to come back in with some garlic powder. Dash till your heart tell you to stop. We're going to come back in with some Creole seasoning, the Tony Chachere's. And then we're going to come in with some onion powder. And you know what? I'm going to add a little chili powder. Since this is my recipe, I'm going to cook it how I want to. Get a toss. We're going to let this cook for approximately 1 hour and 30 minutes to 2 hours. Oh, it smells so good. Then I'm going to add some more onion to it. Just because. Then once it's time for me to thicken up the gravy, I'll definitely be doing that. And yeah. Bye, y'all. We're gonna let her cook. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna add some more beef broth. I'm gonna cook this on medium heat for about an hour or 2, and then I'm gonna start the sides. By the time I come back to thicken her up halfway through, I'll show y'all what the sides looking like. Bye. I forgot to tell you all to add 1 pack of the onion soup. You can use the condensed French onion soup, or you can use the pack. I don't have the condensed one, so I'm gonna just use the pack. It's okay, guys, we all make mistakes. Just want to make sure I add that in there. I don't want to leave nothing out. And then y'all cover this up, let it simmer for approximately 1 hour and 30 minutes to 2 hours. Or until it is fork tender. Like when you poke it with a fork, it's falling apart. Bye. Okay, so go in, take the 2 bay leaves out. And then throughout the 2 hours while I was cooking, I added another cup of beef broth, and I added like 2 cups of water. And as I added those, I seasoned again with Creole seasoning, which is the Tony Chachere's, a little bit more salt, garlic pepper, and onion powder. And now to thicken it up, I'm going to use a teaspoon of, like 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, just to thicken it up. I tasted it. It's technically ready, but I want to thicken her up, and I'm gonna let it boil for about 5 more minutes. But this recipe is basically done. I got some rice that I cooked with pepper, salt, and a little bit of chicken broth. I have my green beans and sausages that I cooked with a little bit of chicken broth, some of the green bean juice, and butter. And then here I have Gouda cheese, macaroni with Velveeta cheese as well, and butter, a little bit of milk. And this here was my recipe for the, this was the recipe for my, forgot what the name was, but yeah, beef tips. There you go. My recipe for the beef tips. Thank you all. I want to show y'all how tender it is, but I can't find a small enough piece, but y'all see it. Can't really tell because of the heat from the pot. But yeah, y'all get it. Y'all see me.